guys, this is the Arrma Fury. It's got the 550 brush motor in it, the Mega Edition. I'm gonna show this thing to you on the table because it's more than you think. Let's go. Okay, check this thing out. Look at the aggressive body lines on this thing. Brand new body. I mean, like brand new design body. Love that. Also notice it is clipless. Let's dig in. The chassis you're looking at is a low center of gravity chassis, LCG, just like what's on the Gorgon, only the Gorgon is a HCG. But this right here, look at that, man. Now, I gotta tell you, the whole back end of this thing is pretty much the same as a Gorgon, and we have seen these things take 6S brushless power with ease. That's awesome. The body mount system on this is pretty simple. Slide this out, body comes off, put the body back in, slide it, and you're done. This is on the front and the rear. This is the Fury. There's a 2023 truck of the year. I'm so happy with that. Now, obviously, this one got brushless 3800 kV. I actually had the Spectrum system, put it in, it works perfectly. But you can see the high center of gravity chassis here, as where this has got the low center of gravity. This is more for racing. This is an absolute budget-friendly race class anywhere you go. I mean, it just is. Now, notice the front arms. You see that? Look at that. They're the same thing, which is perfect. See that right there? The back end, the transmission and all that? It's the same thing. So, what that means is this thing is super strong. I mean, just flat out, the gears are like what, 30, 40 millimeters wide? You got the same gears over here. So this right here, if anything was ever brushless ready, this is it. I do notice a little bit difference on the rear suspension arm now that I look at it. You see these? This is so you can put that little shield up here to try to keep the dirt and stuff from packing all up into this, which is pretty nice. Now keep in mind, with the larger tires of the Gorgon, and I've run sand paddles on it as well, I have never once busted these axles on the Gorgon. So, and these are the same size, same beefiness and all that. These are going to be indestructible. You might wear them out, but that'll be about it. Let's talk tires. Now these tires, they are vented in the tread, which is pretty nice when you start talking about sand and stuff like what I've got. So these right here, phenomenal tires, especially in grass, dirty, sandy situations. Those knobs, I mean, the same on like the Mojave and the Senton 3S. Yeah, they all got these same design tires. And guys, honestly, they work. I mean, especially for, you know, bashing around and having a good time. They really work good. This truck did come with batteries. Now, this is a 7-cell nickel metal hydride. The reason they include these batteries is actually quite simple. They are way more safe and tolerant for new users. So this is an important thing. It comes with a smart charger. This is actually a really high amp charger, and it recognizes the battery through the same plug that we all know, the IC3, and it plugs right into a USB charger, USB-C plug. So, and yes, it comes with a cord. So this is really nice to have, but there's one more thing I want to show you. Remember when I showed you guys the battery chargers and all that? Well, this right here is the S2100. Watch this. As I plug it in, we're going into port 1. You can see it right there. Look at this. It recognizes it, nickel metal hydride 3300, and it starts to charge. Simple as that. And the other charger, the charger that comes with it, is basically the same thing. It's plug and play. Spur gear cover comes off with 2 bolts, one at the top and one at the bottom. And here is a boss. That's for this bearing right here that helps support the spur gear. When you put big brushless to this thing, that is awesome. Now I'm gonna pull the pinion gear off and pull the spur gear out and show you guys the input gear to this transmission. You're gonna love it. 14-tooth pinion gear. Check this out. Look at how wide that gear is. Guys, nothing, this is bomb proof, okay? 3 bearings holding this spur gear in place. How awesome is that? This is the fattest, widest gear I have ever seen in a vehicle. And it is so much overkill, you're not going to break this. I don't care how much power you put into it. You might could kill the spur gear, but you know what? This thing is awesome. The motor is a 14-turn 550 size. This is a 2-in-1 40 amp ESC receiver. I didn't see if it was good to 3S or not, The stock battery is a 7-cell nickel metal hydride, so that's basically a 2S, so we know it's good to that. This is a perfect spot for a fan, just like I've got on the Gorgon. This little piece right here is a mesh safe plate, and what this does is it keeps the mesh perfect. They do offer other ones for different size pinion gears as well, from 13 all the way to 20 tooth. As far as tools go, you get a 2mm and 2.5mm hex wrench, and this multi-tool right here. This is for your wheel hex wrenches, your wheel hex nuts, also your clutch, and a few more things like for your shocks and stuff like that. Nice little unit. The radio that comes with it is a Spectrum SLT2. Now, this is a basic radio. It does have 50, 75, and 100. Right here, you can adjust your speed. So that way, if you got a youngster you want to have play around with this thing, you can actually turn the speed down and make things safer because they may be wanting to run this inside your home. But regardless of all that, it is powered up. All right, and now let's see what we got for wheel speed here. That's actually pretty good. Look at that. Now, keep in mind, with this transmission, this motor, all this, you have a pretty much a bomb-proof truck. I do have to say, lots of suspension travel on this thing. I like that. Now let's go. On the drive out here, these are good tires. It actually seems nice and responsive. Now the servo does have a plastic output on it, but it does have the servo saver there, so it seems nice and responsive. The turn seems to be nice and tight. So, looking good. The stock brush system is going to be a little bit slow. However, like I say, it's going to be indestructible in the current form. I mean, you can just hold it all the way around. Ooh, I already got my first crash. Dude, that suspension moves nice. Really plush suspension, I like that. Oh, it's gonna get brushless. You know it's gonna get brushless. Got some body rubbing. Gonna need a little bit of fender trimming done to it. Man, very nice suspension, Arrma. I will tell you this, for the price point of these, I think it's absolutely awesome. And then knowing that you get something like this, it's mild enough for a beginner, and it can take any mod you can throw at it. All your servos will go in. It'll take any amount of power you want to give it. The handling seems on point. I mean, there's no gyro, but it seems to be handling well. Suspension's doing great. Now, granted, it's a lightweight vehicle. As soon as you start really putting power to it with sand paddles and all that, you know, you can tune it a little bit. I mean, it's full on adjustable. Nice. Very nice little truck. Of course, we're going to hit at least one good jump with it, right? Woo! See if I can get a little bit better flat landing. Man, these tires are nice. There we go. If you want an entry-level two-wheel drive short course truck, this is it. And like I said already, this is it with insane upgrade potential. I know the roots. The roots of this thing being a Gorgon. That's amazing. There isn't really a whole lot to get dirty here. That's nice. Little fan right there. You guys know this is going brushless, without a doubt. Okay, so as a beginner truck, at the price point this is, I think it's absolutely fantastic. knowing that you can upgrade the power to this to virtually no limit because of how good the transmission is and how good the axles and everything are. I'm telling you, I've never busted the axles on the Gorgon, and I've had way more power in that with much bigger tires, back flips. You guys have seen all that. Double back flips, front flips, you name it, never an issue. With these little tires right here, you're not going to have an issue with this either. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll link it up down below. Use those links. Hit that subscribe, ring that bell. This right here is an absolute excellent entry-level two-wheel drive short course truck with a ton of potential. Guys, catch you later.
If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see. Also for channel memberships, if you guys want to be a part. Channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.